In this video, we are going to review the 5 essential Spanish verbs in simple yet extremely useful patterns so you can start speaking Spanish today. This is Sharp Spanish. Let's begin. Number 1. El verbo ser. Of course, we need to start with the basics, and that means the verb to be. El verbo ser in Spanish, which is essential for introducing and talking about yourself. The first simple pattern we are going to learn is soy plus something, as in yo soy algo, I am something. Please note that the pronoun yo is omitted from most phrases. Not all, but most. Therefore, we are going to omit it from all the examples to get you used to speaking like a native does. Again, soy means I am, and it's very handy. By simply saying soy followed by your name, you can introduce yourself. For example, soy Carlos. Soy Carlos. I am Carlos. Soy Elena. Soy Elena. I am Elena. You can also use this same soy plus something pattern to state your nationality. But be careful because you need to adjust the nationality to match your gender. Let's say you want to say, I'm Brazilian. You will need to choose either the masculine form, soy brasileño, soy brasileño, or the feminine form, soy brasileña, soy brasileña. They both mean I am Brazilian. Now, what about if you want to say I'm from Brazil instead? Simply tweak this pattern to soy plus the name of your country. For example, soy de Brasil. Soy de Brasil. I am from Brazil. Soy de Dinamarca. Soy de Dinamarca. I am from Denmark. Number 2. El verbo estar. We are still staying with the verb to be. For those of you who may not know, the verb to be is split into 2 different verbs in Spanish. We have already seen the first one, el verbo ser, and the second is el verbo estar. The main difference between them is whether the state of what we are talking about is permanent or temporary. To learn more about them, you can check out the video Verbo ser versus Verbo estar that I am leaving in the description box. The second simple pattern we are going to learn is estoy plus something, as in I am something that may change. Whatever we're describing with this pattern is not static. Mastering this form will allow you to say so many things. You can use it together with this soy pattern when introducing yourself. For example, you can state your marital status. Just remember to use the appropriate masculine or feminine form, like we did before. To say I'm single, simply say estoy soltero. Estoy soltero in the masculine form, or estoy soltera. Estoy soltera in the feminine form. If you are married, you'd say estoy casado. Estoy casado in the masculine form, or estoy casada. Estoy casada in the feminine form. And if you are divorced, you'd say estoy divorciado. Estoy divorciado in the masculine form, or estoy divorciada. Estoy divorciada in the feminine form. You can also use this same estoy plus something pattern to talk about your physical condition, as in, I'm tired. Estoy cansado. Estoy cansado in the masculine form, or estoy cansada. Estoy cansada in the feminine form. You can also use it to say you're doing something by saying estoy plus a verb in its Spanish gerund form. That is the equivalent ing form in English. For example, estoy comiendo. Estoy comiendo. I'm eating. Estoy comprando. Estoy comprando. I am shopping. Estoy llamando. Estoy llamando. I am calling. Another way you can use the estoy plus something pattern is to say I am somewhere. But you will need to add 1 or 2 words, depending on the place you're talking about. In most cases, the pattern will be estoy plus en plus the definite or indefinite article plus the location. But there are instances where we won't need the preposition en, which means in or at, nor the article. Let's break all of this down with some examples. First, listen to these sentences in English. I'm here. I'm at home. I'm at the office. They are all specifying a place that I am at, but there are small changes from one phrase to the other. I'm here. I'm at home. I'm at the office. The same happens in Spanish. We say, estoy aquí. Estoy aquí. Estoy en casa. Estoy en casa. Estoy en la oficina. Estoy en la oficina. Again, we are saying I am somewhere, but each phrase is slightly different. Estoy aquí. Estoy en casa. Estoy en la oficina. We are still using the estoy plus something pattern, but depending on the location, like in English, we may need to add a preposition and a definite or indefinite article. As mentioned before, in most cases, we will use a pattern estoy plus en plus the appropriate definite or indefinite article plus the location. For example, estoy en la farmacia. Estoy en la farmacia. I'm at the pharmacy. We use the feminine definite article la in this sentence because farmacia is a feminine singular noun, and this pharmacy we are talking about is a specific pharmacy that is known by the listener or the reader. Estoy en un bar. Estoy en un bar. I'm at a bar. In this case, we use the masculine indefinite article un because bar is a masculine singular noun, and the bar we are talking about is not a specific one, or it may not be known to the listener or the reader. All right, let's now switch gears and look at a very important pattern with el verbo estar. But instead of it being in the estoy form for I am, we'll use it in the third singular form, as in it is, which is está in Spanish. With the pattern está plus something, you can say something is happening. For example, está lloviendo. Está lloviendo. It's raining. Está nevando. Está nevando. It's snowing. Number 3. El verbo haber. El verbo haber is such a critical verb to master because it is a helper verb with which more complex conjugations can be created. El verbo haber also means to be. When we use it in its singular third form, I, we can say there is or there are something in Spanish. With the pattern I plus something, you can make general statements such as there is coffee, hay café, hay café. And by adding no before the pattern, we can say there isn't or there aren't something. For example, no hay entradas. No hay entradas. There are no tickets. Number 4. El verbo tener. The pattern tengo plus something means I have something. This is another key phrase with which you can say so many things. For example, tengo un hermano. Tengo un hermano. I have a brother. Tengo dos gatos. Tengo dos gatos. I have 2 cats. You can also say things that add to your introduction, such as Tengo 27 años. Tengo 27 años. I am 27 years old. You can also use this pattern to announce I am hungry. Tengo hambre. Tengo hambre. And I'm thirsty. Tengo sed. Tengo sed. Number 5. El verbo querer. This next pattern will allow you to ask for something. Simply say quiero plus something. For example, quiero agua. Quiero agua. I want water. Quiero ese vestido. Quiero ese vestido. I want that dress. Please note this is a very basic way of requesting or asking for something, but it really works for expressing an immediate need. Let's say you want to buy something, but you don't remember or don't know how to say, I'd like to buy this. You can pick up or point at the item and simply say, quiero esto, if what you want to buy is near you, or quiero eso, if what you want to buy is far from you, and the shop assistant will understand that you want to buy it. And yes, there are plenty of proper and more polite ways of saying quiero agua or quiero esto, but you will definitely get your message across. Now, if we simply tweak this pattern to quiero plus a plus someone or something, you can say that you love someone or something. For example, quiero a mi mamá. Quiero a mi mamá. I love my mom. Quiero a mi sobrino. Quiero a mi sobrino. I love my nephew. But note that to say I love you, we have to modify the pattern to te quiero. The te part means a ti or you. Another way to use the pattern quiero plus something is to say I want to do something. This pattern can be a bit trickier, but again, it's worth mastering it as it gives you the ability to express your desire to do something at a basic level. You can say things like quiero dormir. Quiero dormir. I want to sleep. Or quiero ir a la fiesta. Quiero ir a la fiesta. I want to go to the party. You are now ready to start a basic conversation by replicating the simple patterns we've seen together. If you'd like to practice them with me, head over to the companion video to this class. You can also adapt the patterns to talk about others. You only need to adjust the subject and make sure to conjugate the verb accordingly, but the pattern stays the same. If you'd like a video seeing these changes, let me know alongside any questions or suggestions for other topics you'd like me to cover. I'd love to hear which pattern you think you'll use the most in Spanish. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and practice what you've learned today. I'll see you in the next one. Hasta luego.